Hello. Hi,
Hello, hello.
Florence.
Hi, Isabelle. Long time no see.
Yeah, it seems like, ages, isn't it, that we did not see each other? My
Yeah, but
God.
it's just a week.
Not even a week. It's only last Friday.
Is it?
No,
I thought
yesterday. We met.
yesterday I met you yesterday, right?
Yeah, but it
But
was not
what I
long
mean
enough.
is it's been a week on live, our Facebook live.
True, true, true. Yeah,
Yes.
we
Mm,
did not come on last week because we were
yeah,
at the mall doing our road show. Yeah,
correct, correct.
yeah.
Anyone
So,
online right now? Anyone watching?
yes.
Hi,
Hi,
Philo.
Philo. Thank you for joining. Is there
Yes,
anybody
thank you, thank
else?
you.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Maybe they've
Anybody?
forgotten about us for
I think
because we
so
didn't appear
because
last week.
because the week before that when we appeared we were at City Mall and then we were doing
Yes.
live there. So it was not a
Yeah.
studio atmosphere. So
Atmosphere.
maybe they're not
Yes.
used to it. So they want us to be in a studio atmosphere.
Yeah. Or maybe they have just because it's busy week. I think next week
Yeah.
will school will be reopened. Yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
school will
Okay.
reopen. Hi, Benjamin. Yeah, Benjamin is the loyal
My friend. Hi,
follower. Hello,
Benjamin.
bro. How are you?
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Benjamin has a very, very nice. He, you
Mhm.
know, he does chocolate pralines. I
Yes.
tell you.
Simply Chocolate, the name of
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
Simply
Simply
Chocolate.
chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those chocolate, pralines that you put in your mouth and then it just slowly melted off. And then especially the dark chocolate, you can taste the bitterness of the chocolate as well, the cocoa. So it's very, very nice. Yeah. Very, very nice. We were
Don't mention
happy.
food right now. Don't mention the food. I haven't take my dinner yet.
Ha!
Mm.
Then it's time for me to mention food.
So mean.
Yes. But anyhow, today is gonna be quite deep, isn't it, our subject, Flo? Yeah.
Very,
Very
very.
deep,
Mm.
and then it will affect either it I think it will affect most people, if affect most people if it's not just Benjamin say, yeah, melt in your mouth. Yeah, it is not
Melt
just
it.
on property itself but on other things as well, in a
Yes.
way. But today we just want to concentrate on property.
Yep.
So our topic today is about the highlight of budget 2022. What is the
Mm-hmm.
effect has on real
Yes.
estate?
Yep.
Yeah, but our point is, it's just we pick the point that is relevant, in a way that
Correct.
is, going to affect home buyers, that's going to
Mm.
affect even the B40 income classification people,
Mm-hmm.
how they be able to use the additional income or additional handouts for them to get through this recovery plan, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So as I said, it's quite deep. So for those like Benjamin, can you please invite your
Yeah.
friends
Please
to come
tag
in?
and
Because,
share as
yeah,
well.
tag and share so that
Mm.
you know it might be beneficial for them, just to listen
Yep.
to it. It might be beneficial. So you never know. For some of the agents, also some of their client, they might be able to explain this to their client as well.
Correct. Correct.
Um, so that everybody make the most out of it, and then everybody will play their parts for the recovery. Yeah, the
Yes.
recovery. Hi,
Hi,
Yvonne.
Yvonne. Thank you for
How are
joining
you? Thank
us.
you for joining us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are the topic. It's a highlight of budget 2022. So
Mm.
shall we give another 2 minutes before we start our talk?
Yeah. Please
Yeah.
take
So
and
please
invite our
tag and
friends to
invite.
join.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Please tag and invite. So today, what did you do today, Flo?
Today, I was finalizing our slides. Yeah.
Besides that.
Besides that, I was looking at my son's homework and make sure
Oh,
it's
okay.
all done before the school reopen. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
The
for the
school is
past few
opening.
days we were out from the house, so I now
Ah, so
yeah
you went for staycation, didn't you?
yeah so called
Staycation,
vacation.
staycation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you to PropNex for the vouchers that I've
right.
I've got from PropNex. I think early this year. Yeah, early this
But
year.
it's your achievement. That is what,
Yeah.
the encouragement from PropNex KK also
Yes.
is your achievement, that you have achieved something, for yourself, for the company, and then this is how they reward you. So for those that who wants to earn additional vouchers, I'm putting the
Mm.
agency leader on the spot. For those that wants to earn
Now, for
vouchers
those
for
who want to
staycation,
earn vouchers, please join.
please join PropNex.
Please join us tonight.
Yes,
Maybe with the information that we are going to share with you guys can help you close case a little bit easier.
true.
Maybe.
True.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because these are just some of the things, some of the points that be able to help for future, in closing of futures. Just to give a bit of a teaser. For example, shall we say, what can we give? Shall we give them a bit of a teaser? What is the highlights all about?
Teaser. I think we
Mm,
don't have to give them teaser because the budget was out already, and I believe everybody is so eager to know, right?
true,
What
true.
the budget 2022 is all about. So I think they
Yeah,
follow the budget as well. So
yeah.
maybe we just put summarize for them tonight. Yeah, we
Correct.
just
Correct.
summarize for them, and we focus on property only.
Yeah,
Mm.
but confession, I have to make
Oh,
a confession.
okay.
Yeah. So my confession is I did not dwell when the budget was out. I did not dwell so much, into it, did not read so much into it. It just skimmed
Yeah.
through. Then, only, a week after that, then when you actually sit down and study it and sit down and learn about it, then you say, "Oh, okay. So this is what actually the budget is all about." Yeah.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
I should say, rakyat, you have to actually go into the budget and actually study it and see
Mm.
how you
How
can
it
be
can
able to
benefits you, how it
benefits
can
out of
help
it,
you.
and
Mm.
how also can help, as rakyat, play our parts as well, right? Yeah.
Yes, of
Okay. I
course.
think we shall start, Flo. I
Yeah,
think we
come.
shall start. Come,
Mm,
let's start.
come.
I think we
Yeah,
have
let's start.
some audience here, so
Mm.
let's start. Before anything, we just want to say disclaimer: PropNex shall have no liability or any loss of expense whatsoever. Okay, relating to investment decision made by the audiences. Okay, so this is just our research education, and then we apologize in advance if there's any loss, or there's any inconvenience caused and things like that. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So as we mentioned, today is all about the highlights of budget 2022 that related to the estate industry. Okay. So
Mm.
Malaysia, yeah, the budget of the 12th Malaysia plan, it reflects, there is this quote and unquote keluarga Malaysia, from the people, by the people, for the people approach. This is where we have to align the policies and the strategies that is outlined, right?
Mm.
So this is what the budget 2022, this is what they are looking at. And then also the budget 2022 is actually focusing on the recovery and rebuilding because of the pandemic. 2 years has been lost. Okay,
Yeah.
2 years has been lost in a way that there is no income coming in. We cannot develop. And then
Right.
they are the social economy things. We have to do a lot of things. As a country, we need to do a lot of things to help each other out, and then to also help those lesser than us as well. So that's why there's a lot of social economy recovery plan that is in place as well, and also the national development plan that is in place for the people. Yeah. And then this is by our minister, also Prime Minister Datu. It was announced by the Ismail Sabri Yaakob. Yeah. From the people, the budget is actually from the people, by the people, for the people.
Or
So
in
as you
Malay, maybe I can say
can,
daripada rakyat
mm,
kepada rakyat. It's
daripada rakyat kepada rakyat. What is by rakyat?
by. It's
By.
still like daripada also.
Oh, okay. Can you
Daripada
translate?
rakyat, by the people. I think maybe melalui rakyat kepada
Mm,
rakyat.
yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
What about Chinese?
Oh, sorry. You asked the wrong
May-
person.
Maybe the audience can can
Yeah,
type it
Benjamin. Do
in.
you know? Do you know it? Or
Yeah.
Philo, maybe. Yvonne, maybe.
Yes,
Yeah, do
that's
you
right.
know what is the translation in Mandarin in Chinese? From
Yeah.
the people, by the
By the
people,
people,
for the
for the
people.
people. Yeah.
Mm,
So the budget the budget 2022, as I say, mainly refocusing
mm,
on recuperating for the economy effects because of the
yep.
pandemic, and then what it has impacted throughout the 2 years, right? And then
Mm,
it's all about rebuilding as well, on the fiscal side, on the financial side. And then the government actually they have committed to rebuild. Yeah, and then they have packages for us, stimulus packages, just to get everybody going, the SME, the small business and entrepreneur, and then all the enterprises as well, just to get them going. Yeah,
yeah,
for the people and for the businesses around during this time.
correct.
Yeah,
Mm,
during the allocation, budget 2022 is the largest ever. Even it surpasses budget 2021. We have allocated, the government actually allocated 332.1 billion,
wow.
allocation. In comparison to 2021 is only 322.54 billion. So you can see there's a lot more effort are being put into this budget 2022, so that we can rebuild, yeah, and then do the recovery. That's why there's a lot of stimulus package that is in place for us as well. Yeah. So
Mm,
there are actually 9 points, 9 points about the budget 2022 in regards to
the real
real
estate.
estate,
Mm,
but we're just going to highlight probably about six. Yeah, six main ones, so that you'll be able to get a little bit of feel and a little bit of information to see how you be able to advise your client, or you be able to use it on yourself, and then you have this information on hand to be able to look into buying a home and things like that. Yeah,
mm,
or even for
yep.
businesses as well. Yeah.
Yes. Mm. So actually, there are nine highlights, Bell, but
Mm,
we are going to more details for the first six
correct.
as per on the
Correct.
screen, and for the rest three, we just going to brief just to mention what they are. We are not
Correct.
going deeper on it, yeah, because the six on the screen, yeah, are directly related to the section, a section called housing for all. Yeah, this one
Yes.
is directly related to property, real estate sector, housing for all. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first one is the housing projects for the low income group. Okay.
Mm,
Housing projects for low income groups, the abolishment of RPGT, real property gain tax, HCGS or Housing Credit Guarantee Scheme,
mm,
workplace safety, the tax
mm,
relief for companies registered under the Safe at Work, and also
yeah.
the tax relief for the landlords who provide rental discounts. So for the
Yeah.
six highlights, we will go into more details. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not just home buyers, as we mentioned, it's for
Yeah.
home buyers and also for
For the
small
landlord.
businesses or corporates, companies and all that. So it takes, as I said, it affect both parties. Yeah.
That is why it falls under the housing for all. Yeah, housing
Yes.
for all. So for the first point, for the first highlights is the housing projects for the low income group. Yeah,
Mm,
the government recognize. Yeah, for this one because the government recognized that every member of the keluarga Malaysia, Malaysian family, has
mm,
the right to own a home as a necessity of life. Yeah, so
very true.
as such, the government will continue housing projects specifically for the low income groups with an
Yeah.
allocation of 1.5 billion ringgit. Yeah,
Yeah.
this particular move will indirectly will help to ease the burden of the potential home buyers, especially those who belong in the B40 category. Yeah,
Mm,
um, this measure has been going on in the budget 2021. So in budget 2022, the government will continue it. Will
yes.
continue these
Yes.
measures. Okay.
I, th-
Mm,
because the pandemic started in year 2021,
2021. Yes.
2020, 2021,
2020. Yes.
2020, 2021, that is
Yes.
why
Correct.
they felt that, it has to continue, because the most
Mm,
affected people are the B40 people, in terms of the incomes, right?
correct.
Yeah.
Mm. So from budget 2021, yeah,
Yeah.
the the low cost housing like the PPR, yeah, PPR
Mm.
and also Prima. So these two will be continued in the budget 2022 as well.
21. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So for the second highlights is the RPGT, real property
Mm.
gain tax. Yeah. The
Mm.
government will no longer, under this, the government will no longer impose the real property gain tax or RPGT from the disposal of real property of residents,
Mm.
permanent residents, and other than companies, starting from the 6th year onwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
With this measure, yeah, the government hope that it will help to stimulate our property market to make it stronger and
Mm.
eventually can bring a positive effect on our economy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that it would help also to boost the secondary market transactions. Yeah.
Yeah.
However,
Mm.
RPGT, real property gain tax, is still applicable for foreigners on any disposal of residential and also commercial property, because this point is only for the residents and
Mm.
permanent residents and other than companies. Yeah, but for
Right.
foreigners, RPGT is still applicable.
Right.
Mm,
Which means, if I have a home, a house,
yep. Mm,
and then I own it for, just say this year will be the fifth year. So
mm,
if I dispose it next year and I do gain,
mm,
from the disposal of the
correct.
property, I do
Mm,
not have to pay the differential sum, do not have to pay tax on the differential sum of the
mm,
original price versus the selling price. This is what it meant.
correct.
So if
Yeah,
I sell my
because
property next year, yeah, and
mm,
I earn a sum of money, I don't need to pay tax. As
correct.
I said, this is a stimulus thing that, you have a property you want to dispose currently, last year, just say you have a property you want to dispose, or a few years back. So
Mm,
the moment you gain, you have to pay tax, right? But this time round, you don't
mm.
have to pay tax at all if the property you own is more than 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
like
mm,
for this year, the RPGT as well is exempted for the first
right.
three residential property. Yeah, for the
Yes.
first three residential property. But earlier on, I think for individual, they are going to pay 5% RPGT on the earnings. Yeah, 5% on the differential sum or from the original price, and also what they gain, what the income they
True.
gain from the
Yeah.
sale itself. Yeah,
Yeah.
and after the 5th year it's still they still pay 5%. Yeah, but
Yeah.
for this year it exempted until
Mm.
31st December this year, exempted for the first three residential properties. But for
Yeah.
budget 2022, yeah,
Mm.
if you are selling your property more than 5 years on the 6th year onwards, so
Yeah.
there will no RPGT imposed.
Yeah. So if you
Mm,
own the property more than 6 years, when you dispose it,
mm.
there is
Yep.
no RPGT on it. Yeah.
Yes,
So,
correct.
audience, you're okay with so far? So far, you guys okay with what we have, spoke about? If you have
Mm,
any question, just drop us a line. Yeah. So that we'll
mm.
be able to see if you have any question at all. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we are not the experts, but we also do our research, our readings. So we
True.
share with you guys. Yeah, we
Mm.
hope it will help you in a way or another. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the third one will be the Housing Credit Guarantee Scheme, or the
Mm.
short form HCGS. Yeah. Under this, under this one, our 2 billion ringgit has been allocated
Yeah.
under this HCGS. Yeah.
Such a such a mouthful, isn't it? Housing Credit
Yeah.
Guarantee Scheme, HCGS. Yeah,
Yeah, can they
yeah,
use a different word? Okay. Yeah, this one is to assist the home buyers, yeah, that do not have steady income for mortgage loan application.
correct.
For
Yeah,
example, the small traders, the freelancers, like us also,
yes,
right, Bel? Yeah,
true, true, true.
freelancers.
Yeah,
Yeah, independent contractors, the delivery, like the Grab
like
food or
the
the
food. Yeah,
Panda, yeah, and
mm,
so on. Yeah, in
yeah,
actually in reality, many of these individuals have the capacity, right,
true,
for
true.
repaying their loans. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just that they don't have the enough supporting documents. Yeah,
or
enough
pay
supporting
slip, or
documents. Yeah,
even
pay
even
slip.
a pay slip.
Yeah, even a pay
Because
slip.
they
Yeah.
earn they earn for example, for Grab, they earn per
Mm,
delivery, or they earn per per transacted, from distance to distance, right? They earn a sum
Correct.
out of it. Yeah. So it's
Mm,
not a fix. So that's why there are times where they find it so difficult to actually buy a home, because they don't have a fixed income. Yeah.
correct, correct.
Like
Yeah,
us
so
also.
like us also, we don't have fixed income, right? Yeah, so they have actually we are capable to pay our
Mm,
loans, but we don't have the documents to prove
true,
our income. Yeah, so the
true.
process of applying for a home loan is a little bit complicated. Yeah,
True.
so this initiative or this measure will not only benefit the potential home buyers, but
Mm,
also will accelerate the growth of the local property market. So it will help to boost the local property market as well.
yeah,
Mm.
true, true, very true. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is actually helping, for those that the property that has been during the pandemic was not being sold or was just being left there,
Yeah.
So some of because of this particular scheme, they have a chance to buy, those home that they can afford, so which means it's off the market. And then when it's off the market, it's a domino effect, right? In terms of the revenue, in terms of the tax, in terms of everything else, it's all in a domino effect. That's why it's a stimulus pack. It's a stimulus scheme as well for this
Yeah.
housing credit guarantee scheme. Yeah. Mm, mouthful.
HCGS. Yep. Mm.
SDGs. Yes. Mm,
Yeah. For the next highlight will be
yeah.
workplace safety. Yeah. So under this one, there is a maximum subsidy of 300,000. But this is only until December 31st. Yeah, this one is until December 31st next year, 2022. For the companies, yeah, this one is for the companies to improve their workplace seating or their air circulation. Okay.
Yeah.
Apart from the 300,000 subsidies, yeah, a tax incentive for renovations of commercial properties as well to cater the requirements of a safe office environment
Mm,
also being extended. Yeah, and this tax incentive is only up to 300,000. Yeah, this point here is a little bit complicated because of actually it's the same amount, 300,000, but one is the subsidy and another one is the tax incentive. So it's a
yeah.
different thing here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Subsidy 300,000 and tax incentive is also 300,000.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I
So
think
this is also to help, those small company that, want to do renovation, or even companies, even large company that want to do
yeah.
renovation because of this pandemic. They don't want to compromise the air circulation because of the COVID, because it's airborne, right? So this is
Yeah.
why they put this in place as well, for the safety
For the
and for the health.
safety,
Yeah, for the
correct,
health of the workers.
the
Yeah,
workers.
for because if there's no workers, there's no income, generated out of it. So as I said, it's all domino effect. There is a connection between one to the others. Yeah.
Correct.
Mm,
Yeah. So apart from that, actually, back to the earlier slide. Yeah. Another
sorry.
one is the tax relief for companies who registered under Safe at Work. Yeah, Safe at Work. There will be a tax relief. This one is tax relief. Yeah, tax relief of 50,000 ringgit for companies who registered under the Safe at Work. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Safe at Work?
Yes, that's right. Safe at
Yeah,
work.
safe at
Yeah.
work to
Yeah.
provide safe accommodation for their staffs. Yeah, when I
Mm,
do a research on this, I found companies registered under this now in Singapore. Yeah, they are in
right.
Singapore. Yeah,
Right. Right.
so
Right.
yeah, if companies registered under this safe at work, so the employers would be able to see through. I mean, when their workers. Uh, sign in, sign out, yeah, their temperature reading, yeah, whether they are residents, permanent, or
Yeah, that's
expatriates, yeah,
right.
they have all those information.
Yeah.
Mm,
Instead of having six people inside a room, they might be
mm,
looking at, for the safety, only four-person inside the room. Make
mm,
sure that, the safe accommodation in a way that people go in and out, and then the places that they stay, the bathroom and things like that are all good and well and looked after for the well-being of the staff. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that is
so
why they have this tax relief of 50,000
yeah,
for the company
50,000
who registered. So when you're registered, you have to make sure that you provide the safe environment for your staff as
for
well.
your staff.
Yeah,
Yes, correct.
correct.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. You don't just take it and not do it. You have to take it and then comply with it, right?
But the safe at work, I think it's very convenient for the employers to check
True,
on their staff,
true,
whether because then they don't have to face to face physically,
Mm,
like normally it's 8 to 5 like that, right? So
yeah.
when the staff come to print, to thumbprint like that, so they sign in, so the
Mm,
employers can just log in because they have the username and password
that's
and
right.
so forth.
That's
Yeah, they
right.
can
Yeah.
just log in and see what time the staff came in,
True.
when they
True.
go out, take a break, and everything. All
Yeah.
information is in there.
I
Mm,
I think because of all this as well, because it's the initiative,
mm,
because of all this pandemic, COVIDs, we need to trace our people as well. With this safe accommodation, provide safe accommodation for the staff also, because you need to do tracing. If you do not
yep.
have a safe accommodation, people will walk all the way out. People
Yeah.
will not stay inside. That is where it's very hard for you to trace. So this is part of it. If you
Yes,
if
correct.
you think if you think about it, it is actually part of the initiative, in a way, to trace
Mm,
where is your staff, things like that, and then by
mm,
providing accommodation for them
yeah. And
to stay
safe,
in
feel
and
safe.
feel safe and clean and hygiene and everything else, this will reduce, in terms of the spreading, or in terms of
Mm,
this pandemic spreadings, right?
correct.
Yeah. Mm,
Then the next one, the number 6, will be tax relief for the landlords who
mm,
provide rental discounts for the tenants, for his tenants. Yeah.
yeah,
So the reintroduction of the tax incentive for the commercial property owners who offer 30% discounts on rents will assist existing tenancies to keep running. Yeah, to keep running because of this current situation. Maybe the tenants facing difficulties in earning some income. So if the landlord giving them 30% discounts, then they will have a tax relief. Yeah, at least 30% discounts, then the landlords will get the tax relief. Yeah, so this
yeah,
one is to keep the business running, thus enabling the business currently in operation to enjoy
yeah,
some relief on the monthly cash flow, as
yeah.
rentals and the manpower. Yeah, rentals and the manpower are the largest cost in a small medium enterprise. Yeah, or
Yes,
SME business. Yeah, so
yes,
this means the landlord who provide rental discounts of at least 30%, like I mentioned just now, and will be granted tax relief. And this tax relief, yeah, this tax relief is only up to June 2022.
yeah. This is to
Yeah,
kickstart the business as well. Having,
yeah, to keep
you know,
running, to
having
keep it running.
Correct.
Mm,
One is to keep running, second is to
mm,
kickstart. So if you don't have this tax incentive, to
mm.
encourage the SME to start all over again, because everybody is start all over again right now, right?
Yes.
So
Mm,
they need something for them to, as I said, kickstart. They need
mhm.
something to be able to sustain them for quite some time. They have lose out so much. So that
Yes.
is why the government has, in the budget, has introduced this tax incentive for
Mm,
the owners of a commercial property on rentals. Yeah. So I
correct.
think it's a very good initiative, in a way, that to help out. So
Mm,
once the small medium enterprise is, stimulated, has,
yes.
keep on going their businesses, that is where you
Mm,
see that there's more people spending, it demand, the needs and the demands and things like
mm.
that. Then you see that recovery will come in place. Yeah. So
So I believe this one must be supported by some paper, yeah,
yeah,
documentation. So
right.
landlord, please keep like an invoice or receipt or payment voucher or anything like that. Yeah,
Hmm,
anything related to it,
that's right.
and
That's right.
keep it to enable eligible you for the tax relief. Yeah, without
Yeah.
any supporting documents, I don't think this will apply for you. So
Yeah.
you must make sure you keep all those documents.
I think with this as well, if you if you're talking about documentation, even in your tenancy agreement, you can actually redo your tenancy agreement in a way, or have an addendum or something like that, saying that
Yeah.
for this period I'm giving you 30% discount, and then it's agreed by both parties, so that
Mm.
there is a documentation and agreed upon, so that you'll be able to get the tax incentive out of it as well. Yeah. This is
Yeah.
just some of the ideas. Yeah. Some of the ideas that you'll be able to use documentation to apply for the tax incentive.
Or
Mm,
maybe if they don't want to do that for the existing tenancies, or because if they amend on the
mm,
existing tenancy agreement, they have to restamp it. Yeah,
yeah,
restamp it. So there's a cost involved. So that is why this one is for the existing tenancies. But
mm,
for the new, the fresh one, maybe you can start with adding on this clause in your
correct,
agreement. Mm,
correct,
yep.
correct. Yeah.
Mhm.
So let's move on. Yeah.
Yeah. So now
What
we
else?
have
What else,
three
Flo?
more. Yeah. What else? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
This
else?
one is not really for me. It's like not directly related to this real estate industry, but more to like a little bit involved in development, but not the real
True.
estate, our estate
Actual. Yeah.
industry sector.
Yeah.
Yeah, like infrastructure development. Yeah,
Mm,
infrastructure development to stimulate the recovery. Yeah,
true.
so government has given like 3.6 billion. Yeah, for the
Yeah.
mega infra projects such as the Pen Borneo Highway in Sabah and also Central Spine Road, yeah, in Kelantan. At first,
Yeah.
I didn't know where is this Central Spine Road, but I do my readings, I do my research. It's actually in Kelantan. Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
Kelantan. Yeah. So
Yeah.
actually indirectly related, right? Because
True.
some
True.
developments that were like projects that we are selling is just next to the Pen Borneo Highway in Sabah.
Correct.
So
Correct.
this point will assist, yeah, on the success of the transaction as well.
Yeah.
Mm,
It's not,
yes,
it's not um you know it is the, what you call it, the as you mentioned, the infrastructure, because Pembonia Highway is so large, and it is the connectivity of, from one area to another area. No matter how, because Sabah is, or KK is so small, or Sabah in a way that you will be bound to somehow be on a Pembonia Highway, in a way that, from, for example, like KFI, Kingfisher Inanam, just 1.4 kilometers away, you'll be reaching the Pemborneo Highway.
mm,
Acacia, you'll
in
be reaching the
Makatal,
Pemborneo
yes,
Highway. Eco
very
Peak, it's,
a
Pemborneo
lot.
Highway is around there. Even,
Mm,
places like, in Kina Road and things like that, you
yeah,
will bound to um,
Borneo
get
Highway.
on the Pemborneo Highway.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Mm.
that is why, in a way, it's indirect, but directly affect also.
Yes, the second one is the 200 million ringgit for the high impact infrastructure projects, and also 2.9 billion for the infrastructure projects for class G1 to G4 contractors. Yeah,
Yeah.
because development involve contractors as well, right? So
True,
it's
true.
indirectly also affected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. So, and the next one will be the 2.5 billion allocation to
Mm,
narrow down the development gaps between the urban and suburban areas. Yeah, between like pedalaman and also the bandar. Yeah,
yeah.
pedalaman and bandar. Yeah, so it's suburban and also urban. Okay, so there will be a 1.5 billion infrastructure developments in suburban areas in Sabah and also Sarawak. Yeah, the
Mm,
allocation of these 2.5 billion. Yeah, 1.5 billion is for the infra development in suburban areas, and another 1.5 billion to build the road in suburban areas like uh, this one is to benefit more than 130,000 residents, yeah, for the
wow.
road access, yeah. And also there is 382 million, yeah, to improve the water supply and
Wow.
485 million to improve electricity supply, and
Mm,
also another 107 million, yeah, to improve the for the installation of the street lights, installation
wow.
of street lights, and also upgrading the rundown bridges at the suburban area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. With
So
all
the
this allocation, yeah, with all this allocation as well, we just think that it's just an infrastructure and development
mm,
allocation, right? But if you think
yes,
about it, once all this suburban area has been developed, that is where
mm,
you'll be able to see the development of that particular town or that village.
correct.
So, people would have better access. When
Yeah.
people have a better access, you'll be able to see more in terms of maybe residential area, things like that, right?
Mm,
Because it's a better access between the city and the urban area, the suburban area, right? So
yeah.
that is the connectivity that we are looking at and closing down the gaps as well. Yeah.
Correct, correct. Closing down the gaps between urban and suburban. Yeah,
Yeah.
for this with this all infrastructures. Yeah.
Yeah.
And last but not least is to improve the living environment of the low income groups. Yeah.
Yeah.
From here, 1.5 billion
Wow.
Rumah Mesra program, and also public housing upgrading program. Yeah,
Mm,
1.5 billion has been allocated for this, and
right.
30 million ringgit also allocated to provide internet facilities for
Wow. Lucky.
40 PPRS. Yeah, 40 PPRS. This one is very, very, very lucky for those in B40 groups. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This one is to ease the burden, or to give a better life for the B40
That's
groups. Yeah.
right. That's right.
Mm.
I think during this pandemic we learned that internet facilities are so important
Yes, correct.
for not just for us, not just for us to do social media and things like that, but for the
For
students.
students.
Yeah,
Mm.
that is the most important thing for the students, and everything for in terms of bankings, in terms of making appointment to go to the bank. You need
Correct.
to log in and make an appointment. To go to do EPF, things like that. Yeah, for the
Even
B4
paying for the stamp duty for the
stamp
lembaga
duty.
hasil. Yeah, we use
Things
online
like
as
that.
well.
Yeah. It's not just purely on going on a Facebook, but if you think about it, everybody need these facilities, and everybody need these facilities. If no matter whether you're B40 incomes or M40 or T40s, you still need these facilities. So
T20s. We don't
yeah,
have
T20.
T40
Sorry,
bells.
sorry, I'm so into the 40s. Yeah.
40. Yeah.
The
Okay. Lepas
T20s, yeah,
yeah.
T20s, because there's 40 PPRS here. That's why the 40 is in my mind.
Yep.
We better buy 40, yeah, 404020. Yeah, 40 people, 6D people.
Okay.
So
6D.
that is why, we learn from it that the importance of internet facilities. Yeah,
Yep.
by giving the opportunity and giving this to the low income group, I think, it's very generous, for upgrading their program, and it's quite generous for them to actually do this, for the government to actually look into this. Yeah, because they're
Yes.
the one that who suffered the most during this time, right? During that time when they don't have internet, how can these kids go to school? So, it's one of those things that they really felt that they need to give it to the students as well. Yeah, for the B40 people. Yeah.
Agree. Mm.
Yeah, besides the 9 points that we brought up, there are other measures that that helps. Yeah,
Mm.
so we have the one cash handout. Today the news is that the one cash handout, the pre-Hatim program, will be giving out, I think, in somewhere in end of November. So the amount not quite sure yet, but the pre-Hatim program is to assist those family, for example, 2,000 for families with 3 children with their monthly household income less than 2,005. So these are all the B40 people, right? Or 1,500 for families with 2 children or less, where their household income is less than 2,005, and 1,000 for couple with no children, but their income is only 2,005. For single parent, we always miss out on a single parent. Even 500 ringgit for single parent, whereby
Mm.
their income is less than 500, or 300 for senior citizen. Do I classify myself as senior citizen? I wonder what age. Yeah. I
I wonder what age is senior
wonder what
citizen.
age is a senior
You can
citizen.
try. You can try to apply.
For employees, they for EPF extended, your percentage of contribution, it
Mm.
dropped from 11% to 9%, which means you have better cash flow. They're giving
Yes.
you more cash flow out of it. So, that is another measure to help you out as well. Yeah. And then for small business and medium enterprises, the the deferment, of the scheduled payments of loans and things like that are deferred till the 30th of June 2022. So these are some of the initiatives, that can give you extra cash flow. When you have extra cash flow, you don't just go all out and spend it, but do it wisely.
Buy
Do it
property.
wisely. Buy a property, save it up. Why we say buy property is because assets, property value would not go down so fast. Yeah,
Yeah.
property value will still remain. Yeah, property value, because from I'm not sure whether the audience remember from previous talk, we did show that property value is actually going upwards. So if you buy your property now, you have a little bit of extra cash, you buy a property now, the more that you wait, you'll be able to see the growth in your property value.
Mm.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
plus, as from the budget, if you have hold the property more than 5 years, you don't have to pay tax, you don't have to pay RPGT. That
Mm.
gives you extra cash flow to buy more property. Yeah,
Mm.
don't forget. Yeah,
Yeah.
so these
So
are these are just
especially with the
mm,
HOC, which will end
correct.
this
Yeah.
31st December, right? When you
Mm,
have an extra cash, yeah. So just make use of this HOC scheme, yeah.
that's right.
Because you can pay a very minimum deposit, yeah, very
Mm,
minimum deposit, and you will be able to enjoy the HOC,
that's
the
right.
HOC
That's right.
package as
Yeah.
well. Mm.
HOC is, a scheme from the government, right? That you
Yep.
don't have to
Mm.
pay stamp duties and things like that. So
Yeah,
there's a
so you
lot
can
of
save
savings
more.
there.
Mm,
So,
mm,
um, you know, it will end 31st of December. Take this opportunity. If you know that you have a bit of money, and then you know that you want to buy assets, you know
mm.
that you want to invest in something, because during this pandemic, everybody would say, I don't have this, I don't have that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in a way, it's a lesson to learn, throughout this
Mm,
journey of the 2 years journey. I think everybody learned something out of it. Yeah. So, use it wisely. Use it wisely, from what we can say. Um, we did some comparison between the budget 2022 versus budget 2021. What did we discover? The differences, right? Stamp duty exemption. So in
mm.
budget 2021, the stamp duty exemption are given for MOT, yeah, memorandum of transfer, when you purchase your first home, yeah, up to 500,000. Good news is budget 2021, they already set down the period until 31st of December 2025. So
Yep.
this will continue until 31st of December 2025, which means first home buyer, we have all so many first home buyer,
Mm,
currently. Yeah, first home buyer. Take this opportunity and relook into your finances, see whether you'll be able to capture this moment, capture these benefits for you to own your first home. Yeah,
yeah.
your first home. And then those houses, affordable is less than 500,000. So if you're looking at houses less than 500,000, there are so many in KK. Yeah,
But
you're not
this one
so
is only for the memorandum of transfer, right? The stamp
correct.
duty
For the
memorandum
member
of
of
transfer,
transfer, for
not
the
for the
MOT
loan,
only.
not for the
No,
loan
not for
agreement,
the
right?
loan. Not for the loan agreement. But
Yeah.
even with the memorandum of transfer, the stamp duty, you do save quite a lot of money out of it as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to know what are the houses that is below 500,000, look for an agent, look for an agent, or you can look for us, and then we'll be able to advise you what are the houses or what are the home that can be, purchased below 500,000. Okay.
Mm. We
So
can
that
do the
is one.
calculations of
We
how much we can save, yeah, if you
correct,
buy now
correct,
or buy later. Yeah,
correct.
we can
Yes,
give
you'll be
you
able to
some free
you be
advice.
yeah, free advice. Yeah. Look for
Free advice.
Florence. She'll give you free advice. Yeah.
And look for Isabel too.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then there's this rent to own scheme.
Yep.
Okay. This started off in budget 2021. So what the government is encouraged to rent first, you do two agreement, you rent first, then later on you purchase that particular home. Okay, so this will continue till 2022. Yeah, during the 2022
Mm.
period. And then, as what Florence say, the PPR, the
Yep.
Rumah Mesra Rakyat, and then the Prima will still continue. Yeah, we still continue this program till for 2022. Yeah,
Mm.
and then Perumahan Pejabat Awam. This is for the government servant. Yeah, for the government servant, there's a huge allocation of it, given as well. That 365 million is allocated in the budget 2022, compared to 2021 is only 125 million. So the government also expand the personal accident protection for government servant, yeah, to 100,000. 200,000, and also LPPSA. There's 40,000 new LPPSA perumahan sector, for borrowers as well. Yeah. Did I say correctly? Lembaga how do you say it?
Pembiayaan.
Yes, LPPSA. Yeah. And then, as we mentioned, HOC, the home ownership campaign. This campaign was started off in year 2019, right?
Yes,
20,
2019
yeah,
for the first
2019.
first
The
first
first
HOC.
time that it
Yes.
started,
Mhm.
yeah, first time it was introduced, and then year 2020 it continues, and then in year 2021 it extended,
Yep.
throughout the
Mm.
whole year until 31st of December 2021. So take
Mm.
this opportunity. The saving is ginormous. The saving is very large. You can even buy your house furnishing from the savings from the HOC, from the home ownership. Only
But
few projects. Yeah,
yeah.
only few projects under HOC currently. So look
Mm.
for your, if you are really interested, look for your agents, see how much you want to save, how much you can save if you
Yep.
buy a project. This is only for new project. If you want
Yep.
buying a project under the scheme of HOC, so you
Mm.
only have 5 weeks to go. Yeah,
Mhm.
5 weeks to go.
Yeah, because
So
it
you
seems
still,
that the government will. It seems that the government will
it
not
will not
continue this
continue. It does.
HOC. Yeah, because
There
it
is no
didn't mention
announcement.
in the budget
Correct.
2022.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then there is
Mm.
no announcement for it to continue as well. So take this
Mhm. Don't
opportunity.
wait.
Don't
Don't
wait.
wait.
You have 5 weeks to go, and then you know that you want to buy a home. You know that you want to save, and
Mm.
then you know that you want to buy a new home. So
Yep.
are there are projects which is already completed. There are projects which are just about to start. There are
Mhm.
projects started and then still in progress of building
Construction.
structures. So look for professional advice. Yeah, look for professional advice. They'll be able to do the calculation for you,
Mm.
and then they'll be able to tell you how much you're going to save out from each project as well. Yeah, and then you'll be able to see whether you'll be able to afford or not, in that sense. Yeah, we we'll be able to help you to actually see what is your monthly installment, your
Mm.
estimated monthly installment, so that you'll
Yes.
be able to see whether it fits into your budget, it fits into
Yeah.
your expense line or not. Yeah. So here are the comparison. So we have compared the budget 2022 and then the budget of 2021, and then
Yeah.
also we have highlighted, do a summary for you in terms of the budget 2022 that affected the real estate, which mean that you have the what is the credit
Mm.
housing credit what is it, H
Guarantee scheme.
guarantee scheme. You have
Mm.
the low cost housing, which is going to continue. Yeah, you have so many we
The
just quickly
abolishment of
correct
RPGT.
the
Yeah.
abolishment of RPGT. So
Workplace safety, the
safety, the
tax
tax,
relief for the landlords, for the company
correct.
registered under safe at work. Yeah.
Yeah, so these two help to stimulate the
Mm.
economy and then to help those SME as well. So the government did not forget the small businesses as well. Besides the
Mm.
home buyers, they did not forget the small businesses as well. This is to
Yeah.
stimulate, to rebuild our economy, and then to get our life started again. Yeah.
So,
So
in conclusion, we can say
mm,
that the budget 2022, the
mm,
focus of the budget 2022 on the
yes,
housing for all, yeah, will make waves in the real estate
yes,
sector.
that's right. That's right.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, from the 1 to 6 points, yeah,
Mm.
those housing for all will make waves in the real estate sector.
That's right.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's the
It
conclusion.
stimulation. Yeah, stimulus package, stimulation, stimulating the economy. Yeah. So the sharing. I hope, audiences, you'll be able to get something out of it, and then you'll be able to, if you want more information, you can
Mm,
just, PM us, and then we'll be able to share some of the information that we have also. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Maybe we look at a comment which we
sure.
haven't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, just my me. Thank you for joining. Hi, Amy. Hi, Grace. Hi,
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah,
Hi,
thank you for
Olivia.
joining.
Hi,
Yes,
Stephen
really.
Fair.
Yeah,
Hi, Kenneth. Yes, thank you for joining us. We
thank you
hope
for joining us.
we do help you to have more understanding on the budget 2022, which related to the real estate industry or real estate sector. Yeah.
That's right.
Mm,
That's right. Yeah.
yeah.
So, without further ado, we want to say,
Mm,
help us to, if you have not subscribed to our Facebook page or our YouTube
YouTube
channel,
channel.
yes,
Yes.
please do scan and subscribe. If
Mm,
you want more information, you'll be able to call us also or PM us directly, and then we'll be able to share some of the information with you in regards of projects, in regards what are the HOC currently, applicable and things like that. Thank you, Amy. Thank you very
thank
much.
you.
Yeah, really
Yes.
appreciate. Yeah.
Mm.
So,
Hi, Sarah. Mm.
hi, Sarah. Hi. Thank you. So, if anything, if there is nothing, no question from the audience.
Any
In,
questions from the audience? No
yeah.
questions?
So we shall say goodbye. Keep
Yeah. Till
safe.
we meet
Still wear your
again.
mask. Yeah, still wear your mask. We are still within this endemic situation. Yeah, keep
Correct.
safe. Yeah, and then yeah, be kind to each other. Yeah, Christmas is just around the corner.
Mm,
So yeah, go and have merry and joyful evening as well. Thank you very
yeah.
much, everyone.
Have a nice weekend ahead.
That's
See you
right.
guys next week. Yeah. Take
See
care. Stay
you.
safe.
Cheers.
Bye
Bye.
bye.